that I do believe in, folk, is I do believe in when you start, it may be a good idea to start laying down some of the greenery first. But I don't like laying down all of the greenery because once you start building and creating, you may want to go back and add some more in. So I'm going to start with this, the silver dollar leaves here, which I like very much, right? And I'm just going to cut a few and just start placing them in. So they're obviously closer to the red to make the red pop a little bit more. And whatever I do to the front, I'm going to do to the back side as well. So for the video, we're just going to focus only on the front area for now. I'm going to take some more of these silver dollar stems. And just kind of fill them in. Now up here, where the little deer is sitting, I'm not going to really adhere or glue because I think it's safe. It's not going to move much. So I'm going to take some of these pine cones and pine and just kind of stick them in around. And what I also like to do, folk, is as opposed to having it stick out, I like to bend some of them downward, right? So it's almost like it becomes part of, the greenery becomes part of the dish as opposed to just sticking out. So I'm going to bend some of them down. Sort of like that. And I'm going to continue to go around. And of course, like I said, I have these. This is called the lamb's ears, which I love. I love these because they're like a little fuzzy. They look like lamb ears, and they're like a little fuzzy greenish white. And they add a little bit more of a, almost like a translucent color to it, which gives it a little bit more depth, which I love very, very much. So we're going to place some along there. So you kind of see we have the greenery at the very bottom on top of the red, which is a nice contrast with the lighter green over top. I'm just going to start building up and around so you can see what's happening. I'm also going to take some of this holly and start filling in, because remember, this is sort of the theme for this room is holly. So I found everything from little glitter berries to some iridescent looking fruit and some wonderful bulbish things mixed with cones, and I just added them in. So we're almost finished with this. I'm sure I have to end up finessing it a little bit afterwards, but I wanted you to see how I've added and layered a lot of these things. I wanted to make sure I get some green in. Not an awful lot because there's a lot of green in the room. Green furniture on either side of the rooms and over behind. But certainly it needed some pop of green, which I found and I'm very, very happy about. I love, love, love the little berry glitter. And I cannot say enough. Rodney loves glitter. And it makes it pop, folk. Don't you see? It makes it pop. Now, I'm actually going to go in afterwards and add, even though I have a little bit of berry, but this berry looks a little bit more realistic, and I cannot wait to go in. I know it looks like it's over the top, but guess what, folk? Remember I told you on the previous video with this, I love wow factors. And remember in the beginning of this video I said I like for the tablescapes to tell a little bit of a story. So I have two reindeer, And usually I think people just kind of put them together because they're pretty, right? Well, for me, I like to be a little bit more thought-provoking. And you enter my home that way, right? So I'm going to put this extra deer here, a buck, another buck, right? As opposed to putting them side by side, I want him, as you come in, looking back to make sure you ain't trying it with his friend or his son or his partner. I'm not sure what it is, but you know what? This one is checking for this one, and he is not going to have any nonsense walking in. You get it? I think like that. It's kind of fun. So that's why I placed this here, and it kind of makes it more interesting, folk. People do these scapes and things all day long, but I love creating it and kind of creating a story sometimes because it makes it interesting. And I'm sure people are going to ask, and who knows, I may come to your house to do a table scape from you one day. So please, please, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. I have a whole lot more to do, not only for this Christmas holiday, but just for future holidays and things. I hope you like it. Stay tuned. And this is pretty much it. I'm just going to add a little bit more real berry to it, and you'll see the finished product. Thank you so much.